Oh, hello there. Welcome to my closet tour. Come on in. Are you ready? Let's get started. Alright, so today I'm going to be giving you guys a tour of my closet, which also happens to be in my bedroom. I know like people's closets are technically in their bedroom, but usually they are built into the bedroom or built into the wall or sometimes in a completely different room. But my closet is in my bedroom. Essentially my bedroom is my closet and vice versa. My bedroom is also my library and my office and a host of other things. Usually I just say that my bedroom is basically a New York apartment without the bathroom and the kitchen, because that is literally the best way to describe it, because it has like everything else in it. So yeah, today you guys are going to be getting a tour of the closet, which is one of my favorite parts of my bedroom because it has to do with fashion, which I obviously absolutely love. And so right now it is my spring summer wardrobe, so that is what we are going to be going through, which is probably one of my favorite collections of my wardrobe. I actually cycle my closet out by season, so usually in September I flip it to be my fall and winter clothing, which usually have a completely different color scheme and also just style in general and aesthetic than my spring summer clothes. So my spring summer clothes are full of prints and vibrant colors, and I can't wait to share them with you guys today. They're probably my favorite just because they really express who I am a lot more. I'm the type of person who truly believes that fashion is a way of expressing ourselves. I think fashion is a language that speaks for itself. It speaks to who we are, what we love, what we're passionate about. It makes us feel confident, and so fashion is a huge important thing for self-expression and individuality. And I also believe that fashion and pieces of clothing hold stories, especially if you love to thrift or you love vintage. I feel like every single piece of clothing has a story, and the fact that you get to wear that story and that history is just super cool. So we're going to dive into this tour, and throughout it I will take you through the different sections of my closet and also share with you guys some of my favorite things in my closet right now. So let's get started. Alright, so lighting is super bad in my room, so we have the ring light, so it's like a weird lighting theme over this video. But anyways, first things first are all of my shirts, or really like my hanging shirts, because I have drawers with shirts in them also. But these are all of my button-ups, blouses, and kind of nicer t-shirts. So I usually try to organize all of my clothing racks by color. So usually they're somewhat either organized by color or print or texture or style per se. So this one is a mix of all of that, and there is a lot on this clothing rack. So first up we have some jewelry right here. It's like a jewelry bag. This is a cool little hanger that has like all of my different scarves on it. And then after that, if I can get this back in there, we have two hangers that I just have all of my tank tops hanging on. So I have a hanger with all of my darker colored tank tops, and then this is my like tan and white tank top hanger. I don't really keep them in a drawer because I don't have room in any of my drawers, so they just hang on this. And then it goes into all of my shirts. We have all of my like white spring summer shirts. I have way too many white tops for summertime, and I literally don't even wear all of them, but these are two of my favorites that are really pretty eyelet. So this is like a crop top one, and this is a button up, which is kind of like a 1950s vibe. And then after all of those white tops, this is also a really cute white top with ruffles. We get into all of our button ups that are tank top style. So different things like these. I tend to layer a lot of my shirts in my closet to save space and also to save hangers, because the amount of hangers that I have in my closet is literally ridiculous. So I just tend to layer things like 2 or 3 layers so that I don't have to use as many hangers. And then things that are similar can like hang on the same hanger. So this has different button ups. I'm pretty sure I've had all of these since high school. One of the things about my wardrobe and my closet is that I am not the type of person who cycles through and gets new things like every season and gets rid of the old. I love trends. I love things that are trendy. I love wearing things that are in style. But there are also a lot of things that I like to wear even if it's not in style, just because it's a style or silhouette or print or top that I like. And so my wardrobe is composed of things that I've almost honestly like curated over the years. I could probably say that half of my wardrobe I have probably had since I was in high school. There are some pieces that I've had before I was in high school, and so like I haven't grown out of them, or like I have reused them in some way, or they have like sentimental value. And so my closet is a culmination of curated pieces, and it's kind of just like a treasure trove of different types of things that are both in style, that are vintage, like you name it. It's like so many different random things. But yeah, that is why my closet is so big, because well, I do get rid of things that I don't necessarily wear. It's a curation of a lot. So anyways, we keep going through more button ups and blouses, and then we get into like some different shirts. Then we get into button up shirts. This is one of my favorite button up shirts, this one. It has safety pins on it, which I just think is fun, you know, for fashion design. And I usually pair that with like a printed skirt, so it's, you know, all wacky and out there. And then we get into all of our springy tops. This was a sheared top that I made this spring, and I absolutely love it. I also have a dress made in this pattern as well, and it's made from an old sheet. And then we get into all of our yellow tops, because I own a lot of things that are yellow, because yellow is one of my favorite colors, and I just love wearing the color yellow. It's just so vibrant and fun. So I have all of those. Then we get into the ridiculous amount of striped shirts that I own. And literally I've probably had all of these striped shirts since I was in high school, or maybe since I was in college. I think striped shirts are just one of those classics. They never go out of style. If you are completely stumped on what to wear, grab a striped shirt, grab like a plain colored skirt, or a high-waisted pair of pants, like a cute pair of sandals or Keds, and automatically you have a classic and put together look, because that is how great and versatile stripes are. Also, I think I have always loved stripes because Taylor Swift was super into stripes for her Red album, I believe. Anyways, then we get into our like cream and white blouses, and there are a ton of different ones, just all different textures. Like it's so random, all the different styles that I have, but it's because fashion to me is expression, so it literally depends on the mood that I'm in. If I'm like in an old-fashioned mood, I'm gonna wear certain styles. If I'm in a more modern mood, I'm gonna wear other styles. Then we get into all of our sweatshirts. So I have a lot of sweatshirts hung up on here. These are the sweatshirts that are like cutesy or stylized type sweatshirts, and so we don't really fold them up, and again, I don't have space in my drawers for sweatshirts, so they get hung up. This is one of my favorite ones. This Bon Voyage is from Old Navy. I have had it since I was in college, and I love it because it's travel themed. And then the one underneath it, my friend's mom made, and this is my road trips and coffee sweatshirt. Super fun. So we definitely don't need sweatshirts in the Texas heat right now, but I didn't really want to put them into storage, so they stay in here. Oh, this is my other fun one. So it says whoa whoa whoa. So if you're a fan of To All the Boys I've Loved Before and have watched the Netflix shows, this is what Peter Kavinsky tends to say all the time, i.e. Noah Centineo. So I got this from My Oh My Supply Co. It is the cutest store if you like Disney type things, or just like clothing in theme with like really awesome shows. So this is one of my favorite t-shirts. Not t-shirts, oh my gosh, sweatshirts. Alright, then we continue into more sweatshirts. My Oxford sweatshirt from Oxford, England. I love it because it makes me feel like, you know, I went to Oxford and was one of those like super smart people that went to school in England. And then we get into all of our t-shirts that are hung up. So a lot of these t-shirts are doubled up, But these are kind of my graphic t-shirts that I like to wear with a cute pair of jeans or layer underneath of a blazer. I tend to wear graphic t-shirts to school a lot with a fun skirt or a wide-legged pair of pants and a blazer. And so I use these t-shirts as kind of my business casual style. I also love to knot them with skirts because it's super fun and just an easy look. So we have a lot of those that range in t-shirts themed by times of the year, like fall or Christmas t-shirts. We also have teacher themed t-shirts. Let me try to find some of those. Where's my teacher ones? I know they're in here somewhere. They're probably underneath like everything. Okay. Well, this is one of my introvert t-shirts. Super, super cute. And then this is one of my favorite teacher t-shirts. It says coffee, teach, or coffee, coffee, teach, coffee. And it's from United Monogram, so you can actually get your monogram on it. They have the cutest things. And so I love that t-shirt. I usually wear it with my teacher themed skirt, you know. Trying to be quirky because that's how I am. This is also one of my favorite t-shirts. It says Shine Bright and it's from Callie Daniel. Shop Callie Daniel on Instagram. She has the cutest things, especially the cutest t-shirts, and I just love all of her color schemes, so this is a super fun one. What other t-shirt should I show you? So it's not fall right now, it's summer, but this is another shirt from United Monograms, and it is the cutest ever. I'm obsessed with it for the fall, so definitely cannot wait till it gets cooler. And then let's see if we have any other ones. This is a really funny t-shirt that I got when I was in England. It says, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, and it says ... O because he's T-Rex and he doesn't have hands. So don't know if that's morbid or funny, but I thought it was hilarious and I had to buy it, so yeah. What other ones? I also have my FIDM Fashion Institute t-shirt that a student gave me. She got it in New York and I absolutely love it. And then what else? This is my t-shirt from Rome. Super fun because it's yellow. And there's also another fall themed t-shirt underneath this one. And then what other ones? This is also a fun one. It is a raglan t-shirt and it says but for us Gilmore Girls because I'm a huge Gilmore Girls fan. And that's basically it for t-shirts. Oh, this is another one. I shared this in my garage makeover, but it's a really fun shirt from Inkwell Threads. It's introverted but willing to discuss period dramas. Oh, and then my last one is my FIDM California. This is another fashion design college, so I got these t-shirts to wear to class as like a college t-shirt for fashion design. So yeah, that is basically all of my shirts on my rack. So it is a culmination of t-shirts and sweatshirts and blouses and button-ups. So this rack sits on top of a shelf that houses a lot of my shoes. So it houses a lot of my slip-on flats, a lot of my sandals, and then underneath this rack I have basically all of my Oxfords and tennis shoes. So I also have a lot of shoes. I haven't counted them in a while, but it's probably over 40 pairs of shoes. Yeah. But shoes are another way of self-expression, and literally shoes can completely change an outfit. You can have a dress, you can wear the pair of sneakers, you put a pair of shoes with it, and it automatically takes it from night to day. So the whole theme of an outfit can change with the pair of shoes. So yeah, anyways, that's my nerdy fashion side coming out. But yeah, I will take you through some of those shoes and show you what they look like, and then we will head to dresses, which is my other favorite part of my closet. Alright, so these are my shoes. Definitely kind of dusty. These are my slip-on loafers. So we have our gold ones, black ones, here are our white ones. Then we have some ballet flats, sandals. These are mostly sandals, and then other types of sandals. And then these are all of my, well, most of my tennis shoes and my Oxfords. So these are like my pewter Oxfords. Then we have my golden New Balance, which I love. Then we have this gray Nike pair, which I also love. And then we just have an old pair of sneakers, my purple Saucony sneakers for school because our school colors are purple. We have some white classic Keds in here. Then we also have a pair of sparkly sneakers because fun teacher shoes. And that's basically it for that. So after this whole rack of hanging clothes and shoes, this just houses books and DVDs. Then we get to this rack, which has more shoes. So these are all of my shorty socks. Then we get to kind of our nude colored shoes. So we have these pumps. Whoa, just dropped those on the floor. I actually thrifted these, and they are AD and Daughter brand. They are super fun. I haven't had a lot of places to wear them. Then these are my Michael Kors heels that I also thrifted, or my sister thrifted them and gave them to me for my birthday. These are my newest pair of shoes. I got them off Amazon. They are Steve Madden, and they're the strappy heels. Absolutely obsessed with these, and I have not really had a place to wear them because quarantine and COVID, you don't really leave your house to fancy events. And then this is a pair of like strappy sandal espadrilles. Then we have our yellow shoe shelf, because if you have yellow clothes, you have to have yellow shoes. These are new. I just got them in green, which is this cute small town in Texas at a boutique a couple weekends ago. So they are absolutely adorable. These are one of my favorite pairs of yellow heels. They're also comfy. I've worn them to teach. I got these at Forever 21 like 3 or 4 years ago. This is another pair of fun yellow heels that I thrifted off of Poshmark. And then my other pair of yellow heels I thrifted a number of years ago. I really don't wear them a lot because they aren't super comfortable, but they are like a 1940s vintage style, and they're mustard, and they're just perfection itself. Then we have our black suede heels, which obviously are not in season, but these are my classic fall winter heels, and these are my classic like dressy heels. I really love them. And then we have our white heels. I got these from Boho Clothing a number of years ago. And then these are my Target A New Day suede heels that are just classics. Then this box has additional shoes. We have more Saucony sneakers. And then we have my other pair of sneakers, which I love. These are my Cole Haan multicolored sneakers. And then there's just other shoes in there. So then we have our library, which we will probably have a whole other video on. Then next up is dresses. We need a kitten break. We need a kitty cat break. Yeah. This is my cat, Finn. He's chilling and watching my video. Alright, next up in my closet is my dresses rack. So originally when I had my room in high school, all I had for my closet was this bar above, and then there's another bar below, which is a decent sized closet, and that's honestly all I used in high school. And then I really got into thrifting and making more of my clothes, and my closet just expanded. So now we have a section for everything, these being my dresses, and literally from here to here will get changed out for the fall and the winter, because those are basically my dresses. This also houses most of my jumpsuits, and then it has some of my like cardigans and like oversized sweaters. Most of my longer dresses or maxi dresses and some of my other jumpsuits are hanging in the laundry room, because you have to walk through the laundry room to get into my room, so we always say that it's like a Narnia room. So those are also in there as well. But these are my dresses, and they are organized by color, because who doesn't want to organize their closet by colors? So that if you decide that you want to wear a pink dress, you can go to the pink dress section and pull it out. So my style is so eclectic and such a culmination of so many different things that all of these dresses range to be all different types of styles and can fit into so many different types of styles of fashion, from dresses that are actually vintage, dresses that look like vintage, something that's super on trend and fashionable, something that is like made off of a designer dress, like you name it, so many different kinds of things. And like I said, that's because fashion to me is a self-expression, and so it literally depends on how I'm feeling that day or what I want to say to the world and the clothes that I wear. So yeah, going through these dresses, some of my favorites. Let us see. Oh, so honorable mention, we have to talk about this one, if I can get it out of here, is my Miss Frizzle dress. Yes, I bought this off the internet. It looks like Miss Frizzle. Did I wear it to school? Yes, I did, on Halloween, and I also wore it to school on Character Day with hair. I also had a lizard in my classroom, and I also had matching shoes. So yeah, I'm a teacher if you didn't know that, and one of my huge inspirations for teaching is Miss Frizzle. Obviously she's a science teacher, I am not. I'm a fashion design teacher, but I love her as a teacher. She's a huge inspiration. I have red hair, and my kids oftentimes call me Miss Frizzle, so this is my Miss Frizzle dress. Now, if we're talking about dresses that are Miss Frizzle inspired but fit into my content that I teach in school, this would be one of them. So this is my Elements and Principles dress. So it goes through the different aspects of color and different elements of design, like tint and hue and shade and saturation and pattern. Let's see if you can see that. I got this fabric at a fabric store in Houston. I saw it and I just thought that'd be so perfect for class, and so I absolutely love this dress. It's super fun. And then another dress that I have to show you guys that I specifically made for our color unit in class is my paint splatter dress. So here we have our paint splatter dress, which is essentially just a canvas denim dress I painted. It's super like stiff, basically like a canvas, but it's super fun. So this is like what it looks like, and I wear it on the days that we talk about color and do our color wheel in class and paint. And it's super fun. Okay, so getting into more dresses, there are so many different types. I have like sack dresses. Oh, also right here, this is my belt holder, and it holds all of the different types of belts that I tend to wear sometimes as just a pop to different outfits. But back to dresses. So we have our white dresses. I have a couple of white dresses here. Then we get into pinks. This is one of my favorite dresses that I made during quarantine this summer. It is this pink checkered sheared dress. I actually made a video tutorial about this one that you can go and watch, and it is inspired by the brand Dear Sister Jane. It's a midi dress and I absolutely love it. It's so pretty. This is another dress that I recently made. I did not make a video for it because I just wanted a fun project dress. So it's this pink dress, and it's inspired by Cecilia or Cecily Bonson, a designer, and it's a really, really fun dress also. So obviously after pink in our color organization, we get into our red dresses. A lot of these dresses were featured in my video all about all of my homemade dresses, so you can go watch that if you want to see all of these dresses on and hear more about them. So we get to all of our red dresses. I'm not like a huge red color person, but I do have some really fun ones. This is one of my favorite dresses that I thrifted. It is the brand, I don't even know what the brand is, but the tag is like a postal stamp. But anyways, I did research on this and I found out it's an Anthropologie brand. I thrifted this in college. It's so stretchy and fun and just the most comfortable dress ever, and so whenever I don't know what to wear, literally I reach for this. And it's this really pretty like coral orange color, and I'm honestly not a fan of this color, but I have grown to love this color because of this dress specifically. Alright, going past all the red dresses, we have this super fun striped dress. I actually got this from a friend in Canada. We met over Instagram, and she was like, hey, I have some clothes that I'm getting rid of, but I really feel like you would love them, and so she sent it to me. And I love this dress because it looks like something that Lemon Breland wears in the heart of Dixie, so it's a really fun one. Next up is all of my kind of yellow floral dresses, most of them made out of sheets. This is the dress that I said was the exact same fabric as that one shirt I talked about a while back. So all of these homemade dresses are featured in my homemade dress video, so I'm not going to go through them, but you can go and watch that video to see more about them. Then we have this fun polka dot dress that I recently thrifted and altered. If you want to know how to alter a dress that is too big for you, I made a really short little video up on TikTok that you can go watch about this one. And then I also made a video on TikTok about dyeing this dress. So this was a white eyelet dress that I found at Francesca's, which is a super adorable boutique. And I have always wanted a yellow eyelet dress, so I just got some red dye and dyed this, and it is such a vibrant color for spring and summer. Okay, one of my other favorite dresses, I wear it so much to school. I just adore this dress, is this highlighter yellow dress with little tiny black polka dots. This is a dress that I got at Zara in London, so it has a lot of sentimental value for me. It reminds me of travel, and it just takes me back to London whenever I wear it. It's super comfortable because it's a stretchy jersey and it's a midi length, so I definitely wear this to school a lot. It's one of those just super like dresses that pops and just stands out, but it's so fun and I really like it. Then we have more yellow dresses. This is one of my favorite dresses from ModCloth. I got it a few years ago and it's just this gorgeous kind of mustard drawstring waist with all these ruffles. It's so fun. Alright, continuing through, because if I talk about every single one of those dresses, it will literally take forever. So we're just going to talk about favorites. Favorite vintage dress I have ever got. Have I ever worn it somewhere? No, I have not. I was planning on wearing it to a wedding that we didn't get invited to, so then I couldn't wear it to that wedding, and I haven't had a wedding to wear it to since, or like a really fun spring party, so it's just sitting here, but hopefully one day we will have a fantastic place to wear it. Alright, continuing through. More dresses, more dresses, more dresses. Then we get into all of our blue colors. This is one of my other favorite dresses from ModCloth. It's kind of this lavender and light blue, kind of fun watery color print, very 1960s. It's so fun. So we have all of our blue dresses continuing through. This is one of my favorite dresses that I found on Poshmark this summer. It is an Urban Outfitters dress, and it is a navy with kind of these little pink flowers, and it's so pretty. It has all these gorgeous ruffles, and it's a midi length. Definitely like kind of cottagecore vibes, you know, because that's super in right now. Okay, one of my all-time favorite dresses because it has a really incredible story. So this is a navy dress with paper clips all over it, and it's from the brand Joni. Joni is kind of a 1950s retro reproduction brand. They have absolutely gorgeous designs, but this one is paper clips, and it was for their teacher slash office style line. But I fell in love with the paper clips because I have very sentimental value with paper clips. I actually collect paper clips, and there's a whole story behind it, but basically when I was in high school, I went to this camp called Worldview. It was a Christian camp, and my small group leader told us this story about one of her friends who collects paper clips, and essentially he collects them because his mindset was that if he could care enough to pick up a paper clip off of the ground that was just sitting there that people had continued to walk by, and he chose to stop and pick it up, that God cared even more for his life than he did for that little insignificant paper clip. And so I've collected paper clips since then because I think it's just a really cool analogy and reminder. And yeah, so anyways, that's a really short snippet of that story. So then we get into our darker color dresses, like our black dresses or dark florals. And then we get into kind of our lighter color dresses. This is a really fun dress I got at Ross. Not the best place to shop because, you know, fast fashion, not super ethical, but I went on a quick shopping trip before I went to Rome last fall because I wanted a couple things to take with me that would like match the color scheme of Rome, and this was one of the dresses that I found, and I wore it to the Colosseum with my gold New Balance sneakers, and it is still one of my favorite outfits to date. And so every time I see this dress I think about Rome and the Colosseum, and so it has a lot of sentimental value. And then we get into all of our jumpsuits, which there are definitely a lot, but some of my favorites being this crazy orange jumpsuit, and then my other favorite one that is worth mentioning is this super fun denim jumpsuit boiler suit type thing that I got from Target. Actually got it on clearance. Then we get into some of our fun chunky grandma grandpa sweaters that I love. Also, you know, folklore vibes. And then we get into 2 pairs of shorts overalls, and then some wide-legged culottes, which are super fun because it's like crossing pants with a skirt and pajamas, and you can wear it to work and be super comfortable. So that is this clothing rack. Underneath this is more shoes, specifically heels, so I'll take you through those, and then I will quickly go through this section, which has blazers, jackets, pants, skirts, sweaters, and more tops. So yes, we are only halfway through, guys. Alright, the shoes underneath here. These are my new pair of shoes. I have been wanting a pair of cream espadrille heels forever, and I just luckily found these on Poshmark for like $20, and they're the Saludos brand, which is like the original classic espadrille heel, and so I have those. Love them. These are a pair of slip-on suede heels. In the back we have boots for wintertime. You can't really see those. This is a pair of like ankle riding boots. I do not ride horses, but these are my like outdoor heels. So in the back are really just all of my heels for wintertime, and my boots, and then these are just some of my other shoes. So yeah, that is this clothing rack, and on to that one. Alright, so first up is our section of skirts. All different types and colors and styles and lengths of skirts. So this whole section are all about longer skirts, my midi skirts. A lot of them are on hangers that link together, so you can actually hang more. It saves so much space. Like I said, my closet is in my room, and so I've had to be very strategic about how I organize my clothes to save space and have enough space for everything. So this is one of my favorite tips and tricks for skirts. You can also do it for tops and pants as well, because they all lay vertically, so it takes up less space width-wise across the top. And yeah, I love these hangers. This is a super fun skirt that I got sent a couple of years ago. I don't even remember the brand, but it's a super fun color. And then let's look at some more skirts. Alright, we'll take this down because this is one of my favorite skirts for the spring and summertime. I thrifted it when I was in high school, and I wear it every single year because I love it that much. It's just a classic for me. Then we have some other random colors. This was another skirt I got and wore it to Rome because the color scheme for Rome is like warm tones. This is a super fun pair of pants that I have hung up in this section. They are paper bag waist with a tie and then like kind of wide leg trouser, and I got these from H&M a number of years ago. But this is a really fantastic pair of pants to wear to work because they're not boring khakis, but they like fit into business dress and are also really comfortable and fashionable. So highly recommend paper bag style pants. This is one of my favorite vintage skirts. It belonged to my grandfather. It's the most quintessentially 1950s striped circle pleated type skirt. I absolutely love this. I wore this a ton in high school and college when I was like hardcore vintage, and now I bring it out every once in a while whenever I want to be taken back to those roots. Alright, continuing through, let's talk about some of my favorite novelty skirts. Before that though, this is one of my great classic skirts because it is black and white gingham, and I actually made this skirt when in college. I had an Etsy shop called The Skirtery, and I made custom midi skirts, but I also had specific prints and lines that came out by the seasons, and this was one of my classic prints, so I've always loved this one. Alright, this is one of my favorite skirts, and it's also one of those skirts that like doesn't make sense for me because it has sharks on it. There they are. I got it from ModCloth, and as soon as I saw it I knew I had to get it because I hate sharks and don't go into the ocean because I'm terrified of sharks. So like I wear it and it's just like a joke, but it's also a super fun novelty skirt, so what can I say? Alright, this is my first day of school teacher skirt, and I also wear it multiple different times throughout the semester. But it has all these different books and it has a bookworm on it. And I got this fabric at a specialty fabric shop. This was really like quilting fabric because they always have the best prints. And I knew it would be perfect to make a teacher skirt, so I wear this every year on the first day of school, and it's so fun. Alright, continuing through, have some other random skirts. This is a skirt I thrifted and altered, and it has dogs all over it. This is one of my favorite skirts because it's from one of my favorite designers. It is a girl on Instagram. Her name's Hannah Everly. If you do not follow her, go follow her. She sadly does not make skirts anymore. This watermelon skirt is also from her. So she made skirts when she was in high school, and they are fabulous. So these are two of them, and I just love this skirt. It has a adorable bow. But now she's working with Joann Fabrics and making all these fantastic types of designs. Last year she actually made 100 dresses in 1 year with Joann Fabrics, and it was absolutely the coolest project ever, so go check her out. Alright, next up, if we have a dog skirt, we have to have a cat skirt, especially when you're a crazy cat lady. So this is my cat skirt with all these different types of cats on it, and a lot of them look like my cat, so this is a super fun skirt that I wear to work. And then we continue through the skirts, getting to more shorter lengths. We could have a sequin skirt in here. This is the skirt that I wore to the Jonas Brothers concert last year, because if you go to the Jonas Brothers concert, you have to go all out fashion-wise, which means wearing a sequin skirt. Alright, then we get into kind of some of our pants. So this is a pair of like calf length 1950 style black and white gingham pants. Then we have all of these different shorts, including like this super fun pair of high-waisted striped shorts that I made when I was in high school, and they still fit, so we have them, and they're a fun pair of vintage shorts. And then we have all of our high-waisted pants and jeans. So I just store these on my felt hangers and fold them over. I usually have 2 pairs of pants per hanger. So these are 2 different styles of wide leg jeans. I wear wide leg jeans to school a lot because they're comfortable. And I also dress them up usually with a blazer or a really fun top, because a lot of people wear jeans to school as teachers, but you want to look professional in them, and so wide-legged jeans are like the best of both worlds, because it's like jeans with a pair of slacks, and they're fantastic. These are a couple other styles. And then we get into some like other printed pants, and then we get into all of my kind of style jackets and my sweaters or cardigans. So I have a lot of different cardigans by different colors. I used to be really into wearing different color cardigans with different dresses for 1950 style. I don't wear them as much anymore, but I still have all of them because I think cardigans are a great layer, and I get cold like everywhere I go, so I'm always wearing a jacket or a sweater. And then this is my trusty denim jacket that is a style staple. I wear it all the time. If you do not own a denim jacket, you need to go out and get one, because everyone needs a denim jacket. It goes with everything. It just elevates any look. It can take a fancy dress and it can bring it down to be like a day dress. It's fantastic. So this is a jacket from Madewell. I got it when I was in college. I was actually sent it, but it is one of my outside absolutely favorite jackets. This is one of my recent thrift finds that was super cool. So it's this crazy kind of like quilted bomber jacket. I was in line at Goodwill and I happened to look over in the kids section and see this, and I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. It's just super unique, definitely vintage. I don't know when it's from. It could be from the 50s, but most likely from like the 70s, I'm thinking. Super fun color, and so I thought this would be fun if I want to do like a Japanese streetwear inspired look, because they have a lot of jackets this style. And then we have some fun blazers for school. This is a new one that I recently thrifted, and this is a fun like salmon colored one. And then this one is a super fun one. It's like vintage from the 70s or 80s, and it's this like plaid seersucker, which is fabulous. So yeah, that is it for this top section. And then down here we have all of my sweaters, which honestly shouldn't even be out right now because I only have sweaters out in my closet in the fall and winter, but I had no space in my crates for storage for my fall and winter clothing. I know that's like dreadful and embarrassing, but anyways, I decided to just keep them in here, and so these are all of my fall and winter sweaters organized by color and print, and they're just all different kinds. So obviously we're going through the spring summer wardrobe right now and not really focused on fall and winter, so I'm not going to talk about them a lot except to share this sweater because it's my favorite. I thrifted it and it's from the brand Republic, but it says eclectic, and if that doesn't describe my life, I don't know what else does. So I absolutely love this. Oh, the other sweater I have to show you guys because it's super fun, and I hand embroidered it back when I was in college, is this adorable sweater. It says as seen on my blog. So there was like this sweatshirt or sweater by this one brand. I don't even remember the brand, but a couple of the bloggers that I followed had the sweatshirt, and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was so cute, but the regular sweatshirt was like either really expensive or I couldn't find it anywhere, and so I was like, well, I'm just gonna make it myself. So I found this gray sweater at Goodwill, and then I just hand embroidered this, and it's a super fun piece. So that is basically it for my closet. I'm going to show you guys a couple of other details in regards to storage and some other things in my closet that are hidden somewhere else. But that's basically the tour of my spring summer wardrobe and also a closet tour. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this, but I'm going to take you through a couple of other things and then we will wrap it up. Alright. There's a little library in this section of the closet, but this is a like room divider thing that is covering the hot water heater because my room is in the garage and the hot water heater is in the garage. So I have some bags just hung on this. These are all of my hats that are stored here. This is my hat from Colonial Williamsburg. And then up top we have these baskets that actually house books and DVDs because my library is expanding and busting at the seams. But then we have different types of purses that are stored up here. I also have quilts that are stored. There are like memory boxes for organization. This container has socks for the fall and winter time to wear with boots. This container has additional like sandals and shoes. That box is my pair of Edwardian lace-up heels from American Duchess for historical costuming, and then these books are just stored there. But I recently added this shelf earlier this year just to get more storage, and I absolutely love it. So that is this whole section of my closet. So you might be wondering, you are a fashion person, but where are all of your purses? So they are all over my room, but I will show you where they all are. Most of them are above my desk on a shelf that I added in, and then some of them are hung in different places. And then I just showed you all of those that are up there. So yes, I do have a number of different purses. Literally all my purses are thrifted. So yeah, I will take you through some of those. Alright, so this is my straw basket or my tortilla holder. And then I have two little purses right there. And then the other ones are above my shelf, above my desk on this shelf, and I kind of store them all there, and then the rest are up there. Right, last part of my closet, obviously, we are in the day and age where we now have all of our masks in our closet. These are some of my scarves for the winter time. We also have my mirror on the door. Not the best lighting. You cannot take outfit selfies in this mirror, which is really sad, but anyways, if you want to see my outfit, we're going with the strawberry vibe right now. But this is where I try out all of my outfits. And if we open this, it is the laundry room, but this is another section of my closet. And these are basically all of my different types of vintage dresses that I have thrifted over the years, and it is also a lot of my formal dresses. So I'm sure I will do a video at some point going through all of these fantastic dresses because they are true gems. And then a couple of other organizational things. This is a hanging shoe rack that I have additional winter shoes in, and then also all of my additional sweaters, and then these are where all of my maxi dresses are, and some of my other jumpsuits and just tidbits of like specialty things. Alright guys, that is a wrap on this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad I finally got to film this video. It has been requested by a few people, and I have always wanted to film a closet tour, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any new videos in the future. You can also follow along on all of my style adventures over on Instagram at Miss Madison Lynn, or check out my blog and Vintage. And if you want behind the scenes videos or short DIY and sewing tutorials, you can also check me out on TikTok. Until next time.